that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Entering play call screen.
The Beavers will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field for the first time today. They've met in the so-called toilet bowl, and they play to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl, and I had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous run.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good match.
Inside zone.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get laddered up.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Running for it on 4th down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
4th and inches anywhere on the field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, it just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Got a lot of running room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting, and he's clapping, and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Ducks will hustle for the line. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and then threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Entering play call.
Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
It's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Beavers offense will go to work for the first time today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about, but if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Morton. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Handoff from the gun. Smashes through. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You have 15 options. Field goal 44.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The 1st down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Inside AHB Sting, Caldo, AHB Blessed.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Rich. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd.
Outside handoff.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Goal line, normal, you have 8 options.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one.
Entering play call, formation error, concept error. Inside zone error 10 categories. You have 19 options.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Fires to the big fella. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is when you're going to throw the ball.
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game. A lot of different situations that time. Perfect coverage. And nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll try to run for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the Ducks are on the move. Wide receiver coming across in motion. That's reeled in. It's small. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Entering play call over. Error for categories.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You're bringing the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Inside zone barrel 10 categories.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You have 12 options. Punt to is selected.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Entering play call.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Overstorm Brave is selected.
He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Trying to find his man on first down. Slings it downfield. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right.
And challenge play is selected.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone.
Formation. Press.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender.
Entering
seeing that ball in the end zone. Eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before you.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Firing deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Wants to throw on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and find the field goal and try to get points before the break. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get...
He'll take a deep shot here. And that pass picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers. And it's been a battle of wills between these two teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick. Being physical, getting on the inside. Quarterback putting it right on the money.
Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands. It's Otis. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. They're going to run it. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like when offenses commit to running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Beavers! They take the lead with the 6.
Entering play call.
The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than... And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's the handoff. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Rich.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
14 categories. You have 11 options. Mesh HB corner is selected.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll try to power it in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Suggestions. There are formation. Maryland heavy. You have formation. Hail. Flex bone. Pistol. Wish. Spread. There are 2 categories. You have 15
down
options.
In the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to pound it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
The AT unit on the field. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Pressure pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third down, going up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hands. Now this offensive ball has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
The Ducks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now on first down from the 28. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the single back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll give it to him again.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all visibility on that last play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
There are 14 categories.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good! And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the quick game. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Zings it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Beavers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Got some room to run. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 5 options, kickoff middle is selected.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Cover 3 lock is selected.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that
he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the Ducks just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. The inside handoff. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Makes the catch. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of his timeouts. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got his man to the left. The Ducks want to move quickly.
There are 14 categories. You have 11 options. Initiate the corner is selected.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got a man. It's Gentry. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail Peyton Crawford. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
People are going to watch the end of that clip and go, man, that QB got hit hard. That is not on the offensive line. Nice protection. He has all day to sit back there, make a decision, bake a pie, eat the pie. Goodness gracious, a ton of time. You've got to pull that trigger faster.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to go down as time has run out. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering Cosmino screen. Entering stats screen teams. Entering post-game screen. You return to HUD. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Enter. Recruiting is selected. You have 5 Entering overview screen. Recruiting. Social media. TM player. Enter. Yes. Entering Dynasty Hub screen. CFP team schedule. Entering teams. Week 1. Week 2. Week 3. Week 4. Week 5. Week 14. Entering Dynasty Hub screen. And yes. Entering home. Play now is Dynasty is select. Home you have. Load accept invite. Entering selected Football Heads Dynasty Online Save Thumbs Legit Ohio State. Entering weekly advanced summary. Entering my school update. Entering Dynasty. Entering screen. Entering Stat upgrade coach skills is selected. Entering coach ability screen you have 8 options. Motivator is selected. Architect is selected. Entering coach ability screen is selected. Entering coach motivator is selected. Enter you manage staff new job offers. Entering coach carousel screen. Entering new job top stories is selected. CFP team. CFP bracket. Entering 2025 college football playoff screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen.